Greetings, Gamefix followers. Today we're looking at 10 of the greatest tactical shooter games of all time. In these games, good aim alone is not enough. You need to plan carefully, move with your team, check every corner, and make the right decision at the right moment. From classic tactical FPS games to modern realistic shooters, this list brings together some of the most unforgettable games in the genre. So without wasting any more time, let's get started.
LSPD! Put your hands up and get on the ground! LSPD! Don't move!
I'm getting down! I don't have a gun!
Ready or Not delivers one of the strongest SWAT experiences in modern tactical shooters. The goal here is not to rush inside and shoot everyone. It is to read every door, every corridor, and every suspect carefully. In the crime-ridden, chaotic, and corrupt streets of Los Sueños, you command a team of elite SWAT officers, respond to hostage situations, protect civilians, and try to bring threats under control. The real strength of the game is the constant pressure it puts on you. Your equipment choice, how you approach a door, whether you use a flashbang, how you separate civilians inside, and when you decide to fire all truly matter. Ready or Not does not reduce tactical FPS gameplay to aiming skill alone. It builds the experience around patience, communication, awareness, and making the right decision. That is why it stands out as one of the most intense and effective tactical shooters of the modern era.
What are you doing?
Let's go. Keep it smooth. Let's keep it moving, boys.
Put your hands
Everybody
in the air.
down.
Do it now. Hands
On
up.
the
Hands
floor.
now. Do it now.
SWAT 4 still earns a special kind of respect when people talk about tactical shooters, because it teaches you to think before it lets you shoot. The goal here is not to enter a mission and take everyone down. It is about giving the right orders to your team, reading threats, protecting civilians, and arresting suspects alive whenever possible. Every mission creates tension through the decisions you make without knowing what is waiting behind the next door. That tension can be felt even in the smallest actions. Before opening a door, you use an optic wand, split your squad into red and blue teams, enter with flashbangs, collect evidence, and try not to use unnecessary force. SWAT 4 does not build tactical FPS gameplay only around firefights. It makes the experience unforgettable through control, patience, and the feeling of making the right move at the right time. That is why, even after all these years, it remains one of the most respected games in the genre.
Shit,
Entry
run!
team to talk.
Suspect down.
Police! Get down now!
Entry team to talk. There's a down suspect here.
Roger that. Standing by for the report of the suspect.
Hands in the air! Get down!
Contact. Larkin. Dixon. Attack that rifleman. North. 100 meters. Front. Soldier. 5 meters left.
Arma 3 is one of the games that turns the tactical shooter genre into a massive military sandbox. Here, you are not just entering a mission and clearing a few targets. You are scouting across wide terrain, fighting as infantry, using vehicles, moving in coordination with your team, and often shaping how the battle develops through your own decisions. What really makes the difference here is the freedom and sense of scale it gives the player. Modern weapons, land and air vehicles, different mission scenarios, multiplayer operations, mod support, and community-made content keep the game alive even years later. Every firefight demands planning, distance, communication, and patience more than fast reflexes. When people talk about tactical military FPS games, Arma 3 still stands out as one of the biggest and most complete experiences in the genre.
Team Red. Move up. Understood. Cover me. Rifleman. 700 meters. Southeast. Rifleman. 700 meters. Southeast. Rifleman. 700 meters. Southeast.
Escape from Tarkov is one of the games that takes the tactical shooter genre to another level, because every firefight here is not just about aiming, but about having a survival plan. Before entering a raid, you prepare your equipment, choose your risk, and the moment you step into the map, you enter a ruthless battlefield where every sound, every shadow, and every decision matters. What makes Tarkov different is the way it puts the fear of losing at the center of the gameplay. PMC players, scabs, realistic weapon handling, injury systems, bleeding, limb damage, and the pressure of losing your loot are constantly weighing on you. Winning here does not only mean killing the enemy, It means choosing the right moment to fight, knowing when to run, and taking everything you collected to the extraction point alive. Escape from Tarkov delivers tension, risk, and reward to the tactical FPS genre in one of the harshest ways possible. Swat is one of the games that takes the tactical shooter genre away from individual reflexes and turns it into a real team-based war experience. Here, being a good shot on your own is not enough. You need to listen to orders, follow radio communication, move with your squad, and truly understand your role on the battlefield. In large 50 versus 50 battles, infantry, vehicles, defensive lines, and squad leader coordination all shape the flow of the match at the same time. What makes Squad special is that war is not just about firing your weapon. Carrying ammunition, building bases, preparing defensive positions, following your squad leader's markers, and supporting the right area at the right time are just as important as fighting. The maps are large, the battles are intense, and surviving without communication is almost impossible. Squad is one of the best examples of how powerful real teamwork can feel in a tactical FPS. Insurgency Sandstorm is one of the games that manages to create real pressure in the tactical shooter genre without slowing the pace down. The firefights here are not about slowly draining a long health bar. They are built around close-range, deadly encounters where just a few bullets can change everything. In a modern war atmosphere, you move forward with your team, check corners carefully, and stay constantly alert so you do not get caught in the open. What makes the game stand out is the way it makes fast action and tactical discipline feel important at the same time. The weapon handling is harsh, the sound design is powerful, the maps are built for pressure, and teamwork is one of the most important parts of survival. If you try to play the lone hero, the game punishes you immediately. Despite its unforgiving nature, Insurgency Sandstorm gives you a tactical FPS experience that is easy to understand but hard to master.
Fuck!
Rainbow Six Siege is one of the games that turns the tactical shooter genre directly into a mind game. Every round plays out like a small chess match. The attacking team calculates how to get inside, while the defending team tries to figure out how to stop that entry. Good aim matters here, but it is not enough on its own. Choosing the right operator, knowing the map, listening to sounds, gathering information with drones, and moving at the same time as your team can decide the fate of the round. In Siege, walls, floors, and ceilings are not just decoration, they are part of the tactics. You can break a surface to create a new line of sight, pressure the defense from an unexpected angle, or ruin the entire plan with one small mistake. On defense, you build barricades, reinforce walls, and use traps to buy time. On attack, you break that defense with information, timing, and coordination. Rainbow Six Siege is still one of the competitive tactical FPS games that makes every round feel different, even years later.
Shit, I'm dead! Window upstairs, go.
Whoa, wait! She's down! I have to revive her! Cover me!
I got you. Get out of here.
All right.
I'm serious. I'm being lit up here, Lynch. Oh, shit. You got me.
All right, I got the window.
Go.
Operation Flashpoint, Cold War Crisis, also known today as Arma Cold War Assault, is one of the games that played a major role in shaping what tactical shooters became. Set in 1985, this military simulation does not place you inside a classic corridor-based FPS. Instead, it drops you into large-scale battles across wide-open terrain. You fight as infantry, use vehicles, move with your squad, and have to think about every step if you want to survive on the battlefield. What made it special was how free and realistic its combat structure felt for its time. Tanks, helicopters, different mission roles, open terrain, and a realistic combat pace turned Operation Flashpoint into much more than a regular shooter. It may look old today, but when people talk about tactical military FPS games, you can still see the marks this game left on many modern military simulations. That is why Cold War Crisis still deserves respect as one of the true classics of the genre.
Tango. Threat down.
Rainbow Six 3 Raven Shield is one of the most important games that comes to mind when people talk about old-school tactical shooters. Here, preparation, planning, and proper execution matter more than fast reflexes. Before entering a mission, you choose your team, set up your weapons and equipment, think about entry points, and try to carry out the operation as carefully as possible. Raven Shield's pace is much slower and more punishing than many FPS games today. Entering a room from the wrong angle, moving forward without checking a door, or placing your team badly can ruin the mission in an instant. Hostage rescue, counterterrorism, and room-clearing missions make the game feel less like simple combat and much closer to a real operation. For players who want to understand the tactical roots of the Rainbow Six series, Raven Shield is still one of the strongest examples.
Threat neutralized. Hostile neutralized. Alpha, go, go, go!
Ground Branch is one of the most notable games trying to combine the old-school tactical shooter spirit with modern gameplay. Coming from someone who worked on the original Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon games, this FPS does not focus on running in and shooting quickly. It focuses on moving carefully, entering missions with prepared equipment, and managing every contact with attention. You customize your operator and weapon in detail, then enter each mission with an actual plan. Here, every corner, every line of sight, and every decision matters. Team coordination, realistic weapon handling, equipment freedom, and slow, deliberate firefights form the foundation of Ground Branch. For players who miss the classic Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon era, this game has a very clear goal: to bring patience, preparation, and proper execution back to the tactical FPS genre.